Sagittarius, and welcome to your March 2018 general reading. I'm just looking at your cards here, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fire cards, 1, 2, 3 earth cards, and 2 water cards. Okay, so really nice combination, not focused on thinking too much. So our thinking patterns are often what gets us trapped and what gets us stuck in these repetitive cycles. Okay, awful lot of fire. So fire creates change and fire creates movement. Okay, so I'm definitely getting a sense of quite a lot of change for you, Sagittarius. A lot of forward sparks of energy. So you come into March with the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Discs. So I've got 2 really strong impressions. Some of you might have been promoted with these cards, because the Queen of Discs is someone who's got mastery of the earth element, which is our finances, our value systems, the very practical part of our life. And you've also got the King of Discs at the soul level. So a lot of focus is going to be on the material realm. But again, every element goes deeper and deeper and deeper, because the Queen of Pentacles is also about being in our body, nurturing. She would be an aromatherapist, a naturopath, a holistic therapist, someone who's very grounded. This peacock has got its tail because it's eaten its thorns, which means it's overcame an awful lot of difficulties. It's with the Three of Discs. This tends to be a card of, it can be a card about promotion and working as a team. It's also about raising yourself up, or being other people raising you up. So both very similar energies. So some Sagittarius might have been promoted, getting a new job. Really like these cards together, to tell you the truth. Very earthy, very solid, and really forward moving. Because when we start to mature our earth element, we've got this ability to grow. So all our energy isn't just going on surviving. It means we can grow, it means we can thrive in other areas. So the whole 3 cards here, the middle of the reading, are all fire. And I'm going to actually pull you another card, because what you most want is clarity. This is the 2 of Wands. It's the fork in the road. The tarot all tell a story. It starts with the Fool, and we're all trying to get home to the Fool, okay? And we meet these lessons along the way. The 2 of Wands is a story of someone who's already picked up the Ace of Wands. So you picked up this gift of wanting change, wanting growth, wanting vitality, and you've had this point where you don't quite know what's going to come next. Now your supportive card is the 5 of Wands. So again, the 5s all represent change and movement. So it's almost like, Sagittarius, you're being pushed to make some changes. Okay? You're being pushed to move your life forward. I'm going to pull you another card here, if you don't mind. Now, your challenge is the Knight of Wands, which is almost very similar energy. So this is all about forward motion. Sometimes birthing a new life direction creates tension and stress. Just think about giving birth, okay? It's a process, and that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm going to pull you another card, because it's all about growth, change, transformation, because that's what fire does. It creates heat in order to change stuff, and this is all about change. And I want to pull you one more card, and I seen a card and I just lost it. and it's gone, okay? The card that I just seen was the Empress. So the Empress creates new things. She creates projects, babies, houses, relationships. But it looks like to me there's a lot of fire, and you've been driven to make change, and you might have a little bit of resistance to this change, and that's okay, because it's all ending in the most beautiful place. So when you're resisting change, it's quite a difficult process to be in, resisting change. It's like having your back up, yeah? So it's not a comfortable place, and I think for some Sagittarius there's a little bit of resistance here. I'm going to keep pulling you cards. In your relationship house, you've got the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, every card has got so many meanings, by the way. I'm just trying to turn this into a bit of a story. The Four of Cups is a picture of someone being offered a cup, but has very, very little interest in what they're being offered. Yeah, can you see the image? Now, there's many reasons why he's not interested, and every reader reads it differently. I do circumstance dependent, but there's 3 cups still focused here. So maybe some Sagittarius, there's a past relationship that's, and the cup's not quite spilled yet. So a lot of your energy is still going into these cups so that you can't see what's in front of you. For some of you, this is a state of inertia. You're quite bored, but you're bored, you're not getting all your needs met, but you're not quite willing to take action. And that's maybe why there's a bit of stress, because you've been asked to get your engine and your fire moving forward. But for some reason, it's a challenge, Sagittarius. It's like you don't want to quite let go of these cups. Money and work, you've got the Nine of Wands, so you might have to defend yourself. But really, the Nine of Wands is a really interesting card recently. Cards change all the time, and they're alive. They're not just pictures. This is someone who's worked for all these wands behind him, yeah? So this is about hard work, and when this turns up in the work or money house, it's about working in order to build and sustain something else. That's why most of us work, isn't it? Yeah, so there's a sense of maybe you're building stuff. I think you're working quite hard. You're stating your claim, and you're being quite solid, even maybe a little bit defensive, a little bit, sometimes this card can also be a little bit defensive. I'll see what else wants to come up with this. I'm not getting a negative, I'm just getting a lot of fire. And it's a lot of change, and something wants to happen. And I don't know why, but I'm getting a little bit of feeling here that some of you are resisting this change. Anyhow, at a soul level, you've got the King of Pentacles. This can be a person who's drawing a lot of your attention, because you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. Again, can be one of the earth signs, not necessarily. It would just be someone who's quite often in the stereotype, he's very sort of asset rich. On a deeper level, this is someone who's really connected with the earth element. So loves nature, loves life, or maybe this is part of you. This is a part of you sort of waking up to the beauty all around you. Or the King of Pentacles at a soul level mean that you're focusing again on mastering this earth element, on building security, building some stability for yourself. And then the Page of Cups has just turned up, and he's walking right into the Ace of Cups. So I think some Sagittarius have got some new love. Yeah. but there might be a little bit of a unsure whether you want to pursue it or not. But your heart's awakening to someone. This is the eye of God, the eye of the divine shining through. You can't resist this card. You can't resist the major arcanas, and you can't resist the aces. Now I've just realised you've got no major arcanas, which means there's no big lessons happening this month. The minors are all states of mind, everyday life, and there's definitely change going on for you. And with that change comes a little bit of tension, but at the level of your soul, and the outcome is this beautiful love nature, is that something's been renewed or something's just beginning. And I think it's about new love for some Sagittarius, or it's reviving a new love bond, because there's definitely a sense of you've been a bit fed up, a little bit lacking drive. Yeah, just look what else has just appeared, the Queen of Cups. Definitely love coming from any Sagittarius. So if you're looking for love, it's drawing you forward. This is about renewing something that's been stale for a while, because the Four of Cups can point to quite a stale love bond. It's going to go through this renewal phase, going back to its state of innocence and depths with the Queen of Cups. What an exciting reading. I've got my only one point of pay attention to is it's like you're being real. Loads of fire means that you're quite hot, Sagittarius, okay? And that heat is what drives us to make change. You've got quite a lot of it, okay? So there might be a bit of friction. But for some reason, Sagittarius, I haven't got any big deal about it, because you're all going to this beautiful outcome. And I would just keep my eye on my North Star and keep riding this up and down tension of life until you get to the end of March. Okay, beautiful reading, Sagittarius. I'm not sure if I'm able to do my love readings this month, so look out for the weeklies. Because I'm going on holiday for a week. Okay, guys, loads of love. Bye.